All right, I know this has been a marathon session, but we've heard from a lot of great speakers, and we have one more for you tonight. He's an educator from the Los Angeles area, and he's a candidate for U.S. Senate against Dianne Feinstein. So please give a warm welcome to Rabbi Schifren.
Raise your hand if you're still awake. Good. I was wondering there for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have to say to you takes 5 minutes. Good news, right? By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong. That's where it started. Everything that you heard here tonight, there's some people that are young, they don't remember that song. I do. I was on my way to Woodstock, and a funny thing happened. I had a flat tire, and I didn't make it. I was 17 years old. Perhaps that's why I'm such a troublemaker and a hard-headed conservative to this day. Now, fast forward, actually go backwards. I'm a second-generation Angelino. I remember my father, he should rest in peace. Can I use the microphone there? I'm too tall for this thing. Are we good? My father took us to Yosemite Valley starting in the mid-50s, late 50s. No rangers, no cops. We just drove right through that Wawana tunnel. We parked anywhere we wanted. Abundant firewood. And the fire falls. Raise your hand if you remember this. Light the fire falls. And they would tip over that huge cauldron of embers over Glacier Point. Do they do that nowadays? It's over. Fast forward. Here's a funny story. Fast forward. A year ago, I was walking with my fiancée on the beach at Malibu. It was 40 degrees out, major storm, wind caps, 30-mile-an-hour winds. Not even the seagulls were on the beach. So I lit up a cigar. The cop walked over the sand, 150 yards, got sand all over his brand new shoes, proceeded to tell me, Rabbi, are you aware that there's no smoking allowed at the beach? I'm like, I could barely hear him. I was so cold. I had earmuffs. I had a scarf, I had down jacket, earmuffs. What? We are losing our freedom. I can't stand people that don't like secondhand smoke. And if you don't like secondhand smoke, by God, you're not an American. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, what you don't know. I've been teaching your children for 25 years in our government schools. You want to know why we're losing our freedom? It didn't start with the legislature and Agenda 21. It started with the communist inculcation of your children to brainwash them, to rip God out of the schools, to rip the Ten Commandments out of the schools, and know that the revisionists have changed our history books. Instead of a sentence about Muhammad, the pedophile maniac that he is, some history books have been transformed into major propaganda pieces for Islam, and Jesus gets one sentence. You want to know why we're losers? We are paying for it with your taxes, just like these gentlemen have talked. We are paying for Agenda 21. We're paying for this girl's parents to lose their cattle farm, God forbid. We are paying for a radical, progressive agenda. This Occupy movement connect the dots. You will one day back your car out of the garage, and you're going to find 10 people standing there in front of your door. You're not moving, sir, unless you give us a check. That's coming down the pike. This is Communism 101. I say what you're thinking. I am the Jewish Rambo. That is going to give Barbara Streisand and Steven Spielberg ulcers. I want you to consider there's 6 people beside myself running for this office. That means we're dividing the cake up 6 different ways. Does anybody here think that the establishment candidate proposed by the elitists in Sacramento is going to beat Dianne Feinstein? We had Terminator 1, Jerkinator 2, losers. And I'm not a loser. And there's people here that know me. And before you leave tonight, I want to share something with you from my heart that will tell you why I am here to save America from itself. We're too drunk. We're watching too much TV. We're worried and titillated about sex. I wish we spent 1,000th of the time worried about our sexual dysfunction and worry about the communist scum that are destroying the minds of your children. I haven't watched TV in 45 years. I have no clue, except when I go to a bar or a friend's house and I see the filth. And I'm the surfing rabbi, okay? I started surfing Malibu in 1962, and I'm good. Yeah, I'm not here to talk to you about that. I love surfing, and I love California. I love our beaches, and I'm a pioneer. I'm one of those longboarders that you see cruising down the freeway with those 12-foot boards. I live and breathe freedom. Don't you dare tell me to put my cigar out. But let me tell you something. We're going to lose our country unless we snap out of it. Because I'm not jaded and I'm not drunk. By the way, I love this with the Texas, what Brad was saying about I was thinking to myself, the church, alcohol, a bar, are we now going to be busted for praying while drinking? These are communist rabble. None of my opponents is a veteran of the Army. I asked my main opponent, Elizabeth Emkin, now you say you've studied Middle East history? What's the weapon of choice of our enemy? AK-47, she couldn't tell me. We are in trouble because we have a president that bows down to a Saudi tyrant. That's where this all started. And a drone falls in Iran. We have to ask Iran. We don't ask. You give us that damn drone back, or within 24 hours, no water or food is going into your country. That's the language that they understand in the Middle East. And I lived in the Middle East. And if they think that you're weak, you are dead. And when the bombs start falling on Iran, and a nation who for 2,000 years has enjoyed pogroms, inquisitions, crusades, intifadas, don't tell that nation, you do what we tell you to do. Don't you dare do that. But what have you done instead? You've created a climate where we are afraid of 7th century maniacs that live in caves. And this is the problem. And I say to you, if you didn't know what was the situation, tell it to Patton. He'll tell you what to do. And like my father, he should rest in peace, said, you don't like it? Tell it to the Marines. And if I seem a little bit bombastic tonight, everybody here that knows me will tell you, that's just how I am. Because I feel the heat. I'm that frog that's, when they jacked up the temperature, I'm the one frog that's the squeaky wheel or the squeaky frog. I'm the one that's here to tell you I will out communists. And to my friends that are gays and lesbians, God bless you. I love you all. And I do have many friends like that. But the radical gay lesbian agenda will destroy our country. Nobody tells me what to do in my bedroom, and I won't tell you what to do. And to those people south of the border, and I'm talking about Felipe Calderon. And by the way, my profession is I'm a language teacher. I speak fluent Spanish. I lived in Mexico for 5 years, and I speak better Spanish than the people that mow your lawn. And I'm here to tell you, we have nothing to say to the radical pathway to citizenship group. They don't want citizenship. This is theirs. It's called, in Yiddish, La Reconquista. We have nothing to talk about, and we don't have to be ashamed that we love our English language. We don't have to feel bad that we have a border. We don't have to feel bad that we came from Europe, primarily a Judeo-Christian ethos of Europeans that came here for religious freedom, and my great-grandparents from Russia, who were 1 foot ahead of the czars who wanted to murder them. They didn't come here for shovel-ready jobs. They found themselves in the Bronx working 18 hours a day, sewing machines, so that their children would understand the American dream. And my grandparents spoke fluent English, always followed the law. We've outlawed tuberculosis about 20 years ago in this country. There was no tuberculosis in America. Now, it's all over the map. We are being sucker punched because, let me tell you why. Fasten your safety belts. A lot of you like what I say, but this is going to shock you. It's because you're white and Christian is why you're getting screwed. People say to me, Rabbi, you're an Orthodox Jewish rabbi. Why are you in bed with the Tea Party people and the evangelicals and this and that, the pro-America people? Because this is the only country in the world where somebody like me can walk around without getting ambushed. Nowhere else in the world but America. And I'm not going to stand by while an elite group of low-level communist scum take away and chip away at the foundation of the liberties. There are individual liberties of this nation. Day by day, it gets worse. And I want to tell you something. If you want to send a message to Obama, if you want to send a message to Obama that those progressivists will never, ever forget, you send me to Congress. They won't know which window to jump out of. Because the last thing they want is a Jew that's a conservative. I am asking you, there's 6 other people here, not here, but they're running, my opponents. None of them are going to be taken seriously. None of them has 30 or 40 or 50 million dollars to go against Dianne Feinstein. And by the way, she's not Jewish. Tell your Jewish friends to send their checks to me. None of them is going to do it. We don't want any more John McCains. We're sick of the Terminators. And what was that lady's name that ran for governor again? That multi-millionaire. What was she? I almost forgot her name. How could I have forgotten her name? $160 million against a hippie from the 60s. $180 million. It's not a question of money. And when people ask me, Rabbi, with all due respect, how are you qualified to beat Dianne Feinstein? And my simple answer is, why, I'm a community activist. America is tired, broke, sick, and we need to revive America. This is not the America that I grew up in. I used to hitchhike with my 10-foot Dewey Weber longboard from the San Fernando Valley. I was 12 years old, 30 miles away to Malibu. No rapists, no pornographers. And I got home hitchhiking the same way. 12 years old. Would you let your kid do that today? We have lost our minds. I stand for clarity and sobriety. And I say we judge you by the friends that you hang out with. And my favorite friend in America is Sheriff Joe Arpaio. And when I'm asked, well, Rabbi, sum up for us in one sentence the essence of your campaign. Would you please read this to the people here?
Do I believe in gun control? Yeah, I use both hands.
I want you to take one of these home before you go. I want you to take this book, which represents 25 years of dealing with Maoists, Leninists, Stalinists, Trotskyites, both black and brown. And why, am I asked, do I not have tenure after 25 years? They're never going to give tenure to a guy like me. Are you kidding? It'll never happen. I got moved around from school to school. You have to be in one school for 2 years. At the end of the first year, they moved me to a different school. But guess what? I got to know L.A. schools better than any teacher. I taught at all of them. And I know a communist a mile away. And I'm going to be your proxy. I'm going to be the guy that I'm going to be your fall guy. You help me. I don't care about the money. I don't care about anything. It's not for nothing that Congressman Tom McClintock and Dana Rohrabacher support me and understand me, and they like me, and they know I can be a leader. And I'm telling you, there's 6 other people that are running against me. You will see them. There's some candidate forums that are going to be set up shortly. You will get a chance to watch us in action. I lived in Germany as a foreign exchange student. I was at that wall. Who speaks German? Raise your hand. It's called a Schussbefehl. A Schussbefehl means an order to shoot. I saw East Germans with my own eyes trying to escape the hellhole of the Deutsche Demokratische Republik, the German Democratic Republic. All the Nazis call themselves Democrats. Have you ever noticed that? It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. South and North Vietnam, they were also a republic of Democrats. Venezuela, they're Democrats down there too. They don't ride donkeys, but they're probably Democrats. And I saw with my own eyes what communism has done. I lived in El Salvador during the military junta. I understand freedom better than any of my opponents. I want your vote. I want your endorsement. And I'm going to help you so we can all live the dream, the American dream, where they don't tell us how to flush or white light bulb This is what we need for our country. God bless you. Please see me at the back. I want to autograph a book for you. I need your support. My mantra is I want 1 million Americans to each give me $5. I'll win this campaign. Here's your opportunity to save your nation and to help your country. Buy this book before you leave today. I'll sign it. You will never read a book like this. There's people here that have read it. They'll tell you. God bless you all, and God bless America.